Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Genesis 1, verse 27. And God created man in his image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. This verse is the manifestation of the divine intent expressed in Genesis 1, verse 26, while verse 26 revealed the blueprint and divine deliberation. Verse 27 unveils the actualization of the primordial human, Adam Kadmon, a being made in the image of God, both male and female, unified in essence. The Zohar sees this verse as one of the deepest mysteries in all creation, encapsulating the archetype of humanity, the unification of opposites, and the seeding of soul within form. The first phrase we have, and God created man in his image. This is the mirror of the divine. The Zohar teaches that image, in Hebrew zelem, is not physical, but spiritual structure. Man was created in the image of the Sephirot, the divine emanations. Each human soul mirrors the tree of life, composed of Hesed, Gevurah, Tiferet, and so on. To be in God's image means to be a conscious reflection of divine harmony, intelligence, and will. This image empowers humanity with creativity, speech, awareness, and moral choice, all traits flowing from the divine mind. The next phrase we have, in the image of God, he created him. Redundancy with purpose. The repetition, in the image of God, he created him, is not redundant. The Zohar explains the first phrase, in his image, speaks of the inner spiritual form, which is the potential. The second phrase, in the image of God, emphasizes the actualization of that divine potential within creation. It is as if the divine image was first conceived, then sealed into reality. One reflects the archetype, the other the embodiment. The third phrase, we have male and female, he created them. The secret of unity in duality. This phrase reveals a major mystical truth in the Zohar. The first human, Adam, was created as an androgynous being, both male and female, unified in one spiritual form. Later, in Genesis 2, they are split into separate bodies, which is Adam and Hawa. But here, they are one essence. This reflects the Zohar's teaching that male represents the active, giving, expansive divine force, the Zeir Anpin. Female represents the receptive, nurturing, manifesting force, which represents in the Malkuth or Shekinah. Both are necessary for creation, and both exist within the human being. The divine image is incomplete without both. Every soul contains masculine and feminine energies, and their integration is the path to spiritual wholeness. Adam Kadmon, the supernal archetype of humanity. The Zohar explains that this verse refers to the primordial human known as Adam Kadmon, a spiritual prototype of all human souls created before the formation of the physical Adam. This archetype encompasses all future souls, all human potentials, and is the highest expression of divine intention in creation. Adam Kadmon stands as the interface between the infinite, which is the Ein Sof, and the finite worlds, channeling divine light downward into all dimensions. Mystical gender, soul's polar structure. In Kabbalah, male and female are not merely physical categories, but polarities of divine energy. Zachar, which is male, is energy that initiates, projects, and penetrates. Nekevah, female, is energy that receives, contains, and gives birth. Together, they form the model of the universe spiritual engine, a cycle of giving and receiving, of light and vessel. When he created them as male and female, the verse speaks to the fact that duality and unity were birthed simultaneously, and that human beings, as divine mirrors, are meant to balance these within themselves and the world. So the Zoharic teaching, the soul contains the whole. The Zohar states, man is a small world, for he contains all the worlds within him. This verse signals that the human being is not a part of creation. He is a microcosmic expression of the entire cosmos. All levels, spiritual, emotional, intellectual, physical, exist within the soul. By refining oneself, the human refines creation itself. This grants humanity both immense responsibility and immense potential to elevate, rectify, and unify the fragmented aspects of existence. So Genesis 1 verse 27, as revealed in the Zohar, is a verse of profound mystery and cosmic significance. It tells of the creation of Adam, the human soul, made in the image of God. This image is not bodily, but a reflection of the divine structure, the Sephirot, the spiritual form of the infinite. The repetition of the phrase, in his image and in the image of God, points to a two-step formation, from archetype to embodiment, from divine thought to living expression. The phrase, male and female, he created them, reveals the original unity of opposites within the human soul. The Zohar teaches that the first Adam was a unified being, later divided into male and female. These polarities are not oppositional, but complementary, representing the cosmic forces of giving and receiving, the engine of spiritual and physical life. This verse refers also to Adam Kadmon, the primordial supernal being, a blueprint of all humanity, containing every soul and every aspect of creation within it. To be human is to be a mirror of heaven and earth, and to carry within oneself the power to elevate the cosmos through conscious living. In this single verse, the Torah whispers the deepest secret, that the infinite made a being in its likeness, not to rule as a tyrant, but to embody wholeness, to reflect the divine light in action, and to complete the world by becoming whole within. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your donation. Be blessed, everyone, and I will see you on the next episode.